The time has come again for the 7 Magi to assemble and resume the quest. Each master will employ a servant from one of the 7 classes. Together they will be part of a battle royale to obtain the one and only Holy Grail, otherwise known as the Holy Grail Wars.
Hear my call. Place thy flesh under my command, and I'll place my fate in thine sword. With the authority of the Holy Grail and your desire to comply, answer my call. I possess the virtue of all creation, along with the power to release evil into that creation. And I offer before you my pledge. Now thou cloaked in the 3 great word spirits, hailing from the 7 heavens. Come forth to me! I had to have drawn the most powerful card. I know it. What was that?
Fantastic. It's just my luck. I've been drawn by a peculiar little master.
Everyone's dead. Only one person walked away from this alive.
Senpai? Emiya Senpai?
Oh, Sakura. Good morning.
Good morning to you too, Senpai.
Are we late?
No, don't worry. We still have plenty of time. But it's not like you to oversleep.
Yeah. I guess I must have conked out while I was trying to fix this guy. Sorry.
Don't apologize. You do too much as it is. I think you need to sleep in every once in a while. And it makes me feel like I'm looking after you a little better.
Guess I should make some breakfast, huh?
You know, I'd be happy to take care of that so you don't have to rush around so much. Especially with Miss Fujimura due to arrive here any second. Perhaps it's best if you just worry about getting yourself ready right now.
That's a good point. If she caught me looking like this, she'd probably clobber me. This storage room is one of my favorite spots here. It started when I was a kid. I'd sneak away from my dad and come here to do my own thing. It's basically been my hangout ever since. My dad's name is Kiritsugu Emiya. He died 5 years ago. Even though he lived in this huge samurai compound, he had no other living relatives. So when he died, this entire estate went to me, his adopted son. When it came to handling all the complicated stuff, this friend of my dad's, Old Man Fujimura, stepped in to help me out. Fujimura is this big real estate mogul who happens to live down the street from me.
Shiro! Hurry up already!
The person doing all that shouting you hear is his granddaughter. And, well,
It's about time you showed up. It's rude to make people wait for you, you know.
she's another one of Dad's friends.
Sakura, don't spoil Shiro like this. He'll get too used to it. I'm not trying to spoil him. He just looked like he could use a little bit of a break, that's all.
You've got no room to talk anyway. Ever since Sakura started bringing me breakfast and dinner, you haven't missed a meal here.
I have no choice. I promised your father that I'd look after you like my own son and see that you grew into a fine young man. If I didn't come and check on you every day,
Sakura,
what?
you've really mastered this miso soup.
It's only because you took the time to teach me.
Hello! I was saying something! Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so late! I still have chest to grade!
Seems like Miss Fujimura is wound a little tighter than normal today.
Seems the same to me.
All those who were exposed to the gas leak remain unconscious and in critical condition. The cause
Another
of the
one?
gas leak remains unknown, but
It's
officials
weird
say
how
they'll be
Newtown has been
conducting a
having
thorough
so many
search of
gas
the
leaks
area.
lately. I know Sakura through a friend of mine at school. She's his kid sister. When I got hurt about a year ago, she started coming over and cooking for me. Eventually I got better, but she never stopped coming by to help out.
What do you think is going on, Senpai?
Dunno. I'm sure it's nothing.
You're probably right.
Thanks for trying to help.
Sure, anytime.
Academic clubs at this school are on the bottom of the funding list. The other clubs seem to manage quite well, but we can't even get a heater to last us through the winter. Do you think you can fix it?
Yeah, it's probably a short in the electrical system. It'll make it through the winter if I just swap it out.
Thank you, Emiya. You're a man capable in mind, body, and soul.
Issei?
Huh?
You know, you say some weird things sometimes. All right, I'm gonna need to really focus in order to fix this. You mind leaving the room for a little bit?
Ah, delicate procedure. No problem. I'll get out of your hair.
Well, he's right about it being a delicate procedure. However, my way of fixing things isn't exactly normal. There's two heating elements that are about to short out, but they'll last a bit longer. And I can probably patch the power cord with a little electrical tape. My dad told me something once. He said being able to intuitively comprehend the makeup of an object is a pretty impressive talent. But when it comes to being a Magus, I've got close to no talent at all. All right, I'm done, Issei.
Oh, thanks. I owe you one.
Well, guess we should be getting to homeroom now.
Oh, right. Sorry. I wouldn't be much of a friend if I asked for your help and then made you late for class. Emiya, don't tell me you're after Tosaka as well.
What do you mean after? Why would I like a girl like that?
Let's see, she's in the 11th grade, has a pretty face, nice body, and a great mind. She has 0 enemies, and if you ask every guy who he'd like to go out with if he had a choice, he'd say Rin Tosaka. Every guy except me.
Well, why not? Just what don't you like about her?
I don't know, it's not just one thing. There's something about that girl that just doesn't sit right with me. But that's just me.
Oh, man! Justin, you're not late! Justin, you're not late! Justin, you're not late! Morning, everyone! Are you okay, Miss Taiga?
She does this all the time. Yo, are you dead? Throw something at her. See if she moves.
Nah, let's try something else.
Oh, good idea.
All together?
Last time, Tiger! My name is a Tiger! And in case you haven't heard, there are some new campus hours that you'll need to follow. They'll be closing the campus at 6 p.m., so if you're in a club, make sure you wrap it up early.
What? Miss Tiger, the archery club never finishes by 6.
Mr. Goto, if you call me by my first name one more time, it's really going to make me mad!
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty then, class, that wraps it up for homeroom today. I'll see you all again in 3rd period English. They're all yours, Mr. Kazuki.
Will someone lead us in the class bow?
Class? Archer, have you been able to detect the presence of other servants?
Must I remind you of my class? I'm sorry, but I don't have the power to detect enemies far off in the distance.
That's right. It's only the caster class who has the ability to detect enemies long before they approach. Come on, let's find out for ourselves what's going on out there.
You don't mind, do you?
Not at all. What's up with your lunch? Why is it so bland? Is there some tradition that prevents you from eating meat because you're gonna inherit the family temple?
No, it's nothing as archaic as that. It's just the kind of food my dad likes. Hey, did you happen to hear about the incident on 2nd Avenue this morning?
I just heard the sirens. What was it all about?
There was a murder. I don't know all the details, but it sounds like it may have been a robbery. The victims were this family of 4, but what's odd about it was the weapon that was used to kill them. They believe it was some kind of long blade. They think it may have been something like a katana or bayonet. First we have gas leaks plaguing the city, and And now we have to deal with random homicides. I guess closing the school early does seem to make sense. What's wrong?
So have they caught the guy, or is he still running loose out there?
No, he's still running loose. Apparently, they don't have a single clue to go off of. Emiya, you look a little pale.
No, don't worry. I'm all right. I guess this news just caught me a little off guard.
Sorry, it's not exactly proper conversation for a meal, is it?
Hey, Emiya! You gonna come watch us practice today? He sure is spaced out. Well, it's not like I haven't seen him like that before.
Guess I've got some time to kill before work. Man, this place never changes. The least they could do is plant some grass here or something. It's just a waste not to do anything with it. I don't know, Dad. I still think you're wrong. Why? Why is it impossible?
Listen to what you're saying. You want to be able to save every single person out there.
What's wrong with that? I was gonna die and you saved me, so why is it impossible? If you were able to help me out, then you should be able to help other people out too.
There's one thing you're not getting. When you save one life, you're generally not able to save another.
I'm old enough now to get what he was trying to say. But that doesn't mean I have to like it. I mean, sometimes, when something terrible happens, it's true that you can only save a handful of people, no matter how hard you try. But that doesn't mean it's okay. Helping other people out is our responsibility. And no matter what, I'm gonna live by that. Good night, everybody!
Emiya sure is a hard worker, isn't he?
That boy even did a couple of the other guys' work tonight.
Ask him a favor, and I guarantee you he'll do it.
I know. He's one heck of a good kid.
Guess that's one way to describe him. If you ask me, he's just setting himself up for some serious disappointments in life.
Gas leaks, robberies, and homicides. I guess it's no surprise the streets are completely empty tonight.
You'd better hurry up and summon someone, mister, or you're gonna die.
Jeez, what are you doing coming home this late? You're still a student, you know.
It's not like I was out partying. I had to work late.
And were you doing just your work or someone else's too?
If it ends up helping someone else out, who cares?
I don't know if you're a do-gooder or just stupidly naive. You've been like this for as long as I can remember. Did your dad put these notions in your head?
Miss Fujimura? Is it really true that he's always been like this?
Yep. He's had a hero complex ever since he was a child. Every time I turned around, he was trying to save someone. In grade school, he wrote this essay titled, "When I grow up, I'm going to be a champion of justice."
Wow, that's so impressive.
It's cute coming from a kid, but when someone's nearly an adult, I'm afraid it's just plain weird. I try to tell him, but he just won't hear it.
I think you've said quite enough already, okay? So, you gonna tell us what you've been hiding back there all night?
Oh, these? Ta-da! What do you think? This would be an excellent career choice for you. Hey!
I'm not into this crap! So, forget it!
Hello, I'm a 5th degree kendo. You can't take me.
I don't think that's what saved you. What have you stuck inside that poster?
Oops, my bad. This one cost a little extra. It's made from sheet metal.
Sheet metal?
Senpai, are you alright?
Okay. Good night.
Yeah, see you tomorrow. Walk her home, Fujine, okay?
Leave it to me. Ready, Sakura?
Trace on. Basic structure established. Components determined. My dad dropped something on me out of the blue once.
Shiro, you need to know that I'm a mage.
He was telling the truth. He was born with this power and spent his life studying the world of mystic arts, believing that somehow this magic made up the very fabric of our world. I admired him for that. To me, my old man is kind of a hero. I, on the other hand, am not a mage. I don't have those kinds of talents. I don't even have a Magus seal that marks you as one. But there is one thing I can do that is kind of like magic. So I'm hoping, if I can master this one thing, then someday, I might be more like him.
Listen to me, Shiro. Magic is a power that gives rise to conflict. For that very reason, you must never use it in front of people. And if you wish to properly control it, you must learn to train constantly. But the most important thing for you to remember is this. Magic should never be used for your own benefit. It should only be used to help others.
Of course. So I made a promise that someday I'd save lives, just like he saved mine. I will always fight for what's right. And I will never forget the pledge I made that day.
So, what do you think of the view? Pretty amazing, isn't it?
You're right, it's a great spot. If we'd come here first, we could have completely avoided our trip through the city.
But all you can see from up here is the city's layout. You can't get a sense of Fuyuki City unless you experience those places in person.
Maybe for some, but there's a bit more to the Archer class. Now, I can't quite reach the outlying communities. But for example, I can tell you exactly how many bolts are in that bridge there.
Really?
I can sense that you are an excellent master, so I can only assume these moments of amazement you have are meant to test me.
If I offended you, I apologize.
But at the same time, I can't have you gaping in awe at every extraordinary thing that's about to happen in this city.
I've been ready for this day to come for 10 years now.
I'm relieved to hear you say that, Rin.